Long, long ago, before this kind of thing was considered kiddie porn, a child was born in a small California town. Everyone could see he would be happy, successful, and really, really tan. The pieces all fell into place: education, career, beautiful wife, and children. But behind the fairy tale, darker impulses lurked. Okay, they did a lot more than lurk. The highly respected attorney and family man was gradually shoved aside by a would-be rock star, given to all-night parties, unsavory companions, and a truly embarrassing amount of jewelry. Which one of these forces would defeat the other? Tonight, Behind the Music brings you the titanic struggle for the soul of Lee Kolligian, the baddest motherfucker in Pacific Palisades. On May 17, 1963, Lee J. Kolligian was born next to a cow pie in Fresno, California, to Leo Kolligian and his lovely wife, Dorothy.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist.
An only child, Lee was showered with love and attention, and maybe a little money. By the time Lee was in high school, he decided to follow his father and grandfather before him into the practice of law. Unfortunately, no one had explained to young Lee that in this context, practice means job. As an undergraduate, Lee attended UCLA and then was admitted to the highly prestigious Stanford Law School, until a clerical error was discovered. Somehow, Lee got in anyway. Lee soon met and fell in love with Marie Elise Savage, a tall, striking blonde who happened to be the daughter of one of Lee's first clients. The smitten young man went to Maria's father, Mel, to ask for her hand in marriage, and Mel happily gave his blessing, but only after Lee knocked a few bucks off his legal bill. The happy couple were married on June 30th, 1990.
When I first met Lee, no one was more handsome, smarter, more tan, had more energy, or more fun. He is truly my best friend and my soulmate.
Baby, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever. Fill my heart with song.
Tyler Lee Kolligian was born on June 24th, 1991, and Kyle J. Kolligian came into the world on August 22nd, 1993.
Thanks, Dad, so much for making me the man I am today. If I hadn't gotten your good genes, would I be as good-looking and charming as I am today?
Daughter Catherine Elise Kolligian didn't arrive until April 14th, 1999, a lengthy gap which happens to coincide with Lee's discovery of Captain Morgan's spiced rum.
I love you so much. You're like the best dad ever. Sometimes you can be a little embarrassing, but you know, I still love you.
I feel so close to you right now.
So I was at the Giants game the other day, and we were down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning, and I decided to film Brandon Belts at bat. And I said, wouldn't it be cool if you hit a home run to tie the game in the bottom of the 9th for my dad's 50th birthday? And he hit a home run right then, and the fans went crazy.
Obsessed with sports, but unable to run, throw, or hit any type of ball, Lee instead became a sports agent.
He was great with the players. They loved him. He was as good with contracts as he was with his players.
At the pinnacle of Lee's career, his clients included such household names as shoeless Kevin Kelly and blind bingo legend Lord Mackenzie.
Actually, rumor has it that he left the sports agency business because it was actually he needed the babysitting and not the athletes.
He is a very charismatic guy.
The charisma that he brings.
He's charismatic.
Did we mention he's really charismatic?
Coming in hot, baby. Hey, hey, hey. My favorite thing about you is you are a party ready to happen.
When Lee is in the room, he is Mick Jagger. He is the light of the party.
He's the life of a party, the guy you want to be with.
I want to be just like Lee.
That if Lee ever does grow up, he's exactly the guy that I want to be when I grow up.
And he truly, truly, truly does have a wonderful heart.
In recent years, Lee's proudest accomplishment was serving as founder and chairman of a regular Friday lunch gathering in Santa Monica.
Check. Thank you.
Let's split the bill.
It's $105 each.
How is that possible?
$105. All I had was a cheeseburger and an iced tea.
And I had a bowl of soup and ice water.
What'd you have, Lee?
Just a couple of drinks.
Really?
Who could destroy the perfect life of Lee Kolligian? How about Lee Kolligian? Unable to resist the lure of the spotlight, Lee ignored the fact that he can't sing a lick and reinvented himself as an ersatz rock star. Nights blended into each other and became one continuous party, fueled by Lee's tragic addiction to jewelry.
He's been the worst influence in my life. Before Lee, I didn't drink. I never talked to random girls. I was very shy.
Lee's ultimate downfall is going to be eventually actually having to go to work.
So the first time I met Lee, he had a circus going on in his house, literally, and I knew he was going to be big trouble.
I love hanging out with him. I'm always afraid of what the next day is going to feel like.
The thing about Lee's place, you can go over there on a Tuesday at 5:30 for a barbecue. You don't leave there until Thursday morning, and you don't know what's happening.
When I mean he goes dark, it could be 2-3 days until I hear from him.
What I love about Lee is he makes the rest of us feel great about ourselves, because nobody could get in as much trouble as Lee does.
If I say we can have a couple people, for Lee, it's like 10, 20, probably 100.
Lee the Wild Child. That's his name.
These days, he's going to places that even I haven't been to.
You make it feel like home. You make it feel.
Okay, I got, this is absolutely my favorite story about Lee. No, I'm sorry, I can't.
Just anything you like, man.
Really?
Let it all hang out.
Are you sure?
Go for it.
Okay, we're in Vegas. We've got so many. I was so thought I was never gonna. And Lee, you should have seen Lee. He was crawling.
Eventually, he found the dark side, even in something as wholesome as poker.
What can I say about Lee, or Elmer? He got his name Elmer because when he would win chips in the beginning, they would literally sit in front of him like they were glued down, Elmer's glue. Then a definite shift happened. I don't know what it was, but he became Elm Street, a nightmare to deal with, crazy.
I'm all in.
He came in with a Mr. T starter kit.
I take it on!
I don't know. I'm concerned for my friend.
And we play poker every Monday. And I don't socialize with him like the rest of the guys do, but
starts throwing back the sauce at the poker table, might be losing a little bit of money. Mr. Excitement comes out, and it's surely fun.
Sorry.
Harlem Shake.
He's such a passion for music and zero ability for music. So we put him in as a rapper, MC Lee.
Music is my life. It's my lifeblood. I live it.
At first I would tell him to sing here, and he would sing here. He looks shockingly stunning on stage, and people really don't pay attention to what is coming out of his mouth because he looks so good. His pythons are ripping, you know? To get prepped for performing, Lee likes to pump up his biceps a little bit. He uses my guitar case backstage. He goes like this.
I mean, he's good at a lot of things, but it's like he can't hear.
Definitely the best rapper in the Chillaxicans.
He's always wanted to be a rock star. He wasn't a rock star, so he had to invent his own band to become a rock star, and I love watching him up on stage.
His mother used to play violin for the Philharmonic in Fresno, I believe, but they say talent skips a generation.
Soon, reality was replaced with fabrications.
I had to take the guy down, so I really wish I didn't have to do that.
I kind of feel bad for the guy. You know, he's telling the story, but the way it really happened is we were playing paddle tennis together and he hit himself in the eye with a paddle.
And do the Harlem Shake.
I remember when he used to play with no jewelry, a shirt on, and sober, but none of that is true anymore.
2 drink minimum, meaning anytime he has 2 drinks or more, he is phenomenal on the court.
I'm glad Lee employs me full time.
Soon, the party lifestyle found its way onto the paddle tennis courts. First, it was a drink between sets with the boys. Then, a drink between points. Next, between shots. Eventually, the glass never left his hand.
But when push comes to shove, you want him on the other team.
The quest for jewelry eventually overcame Lee as he lurked in the shadows of Beverly Hills, seeking to fulfill his $10,000 a day jewelry habit.
Watching the jewelry evolution with Lee Kolligian is really watching Lee grow. He starts in 1990s with almost nothing.
And as the years went on, it was a ring, it was 2 rings, it was 3 rings, 2 chains. Paddle tennis, you know, when you're out there with your buddies, you want to get a nice little fist pump. It hurts giving Lee a fist pump.
Mickey, you still love me. You don't believe what they say about me, do you, Mickey? I'm all right. Right, Mickey?
But this is also a story of redemption.
This recovery thing ain't so bad. It's back to business as usual. No more rock star persona. No more impulse to buy. Jewelry, I could walk by Cartier, no problem. Look at this.
Come on, Lee, be real, man. Take off your coat.
Dude, I'm not taking my coat off, all right?
As your sponsor, I have to insist.
Busted. Don't they look just great?
No, Lee, put the jewelry down. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Thanks.
Straight out of Palisades, on carpool duty, the 310 live, checking out the mill foodie, the Palisades, standing out in front of Noah's, smoking on a sniff, couldn't get any lower. This ain't Brentwood, I'm closer to the beach. You want an ocean view, but it's a little out of reach. My life, what can I do?
Okay, so this episode, no redemption.